Hi, Phil Aston here from nowspinning.co.uk with another interesting, I hope, video for you all. And I've been getting back into SACD. People still buy those? You can still get them? Isn't that a format that died? Well, yes. The major labels have run away from it. But I've discovered, I know I'm a bit late to the party in this, but some of you out there probably don't know anything about this. There is a label, a name I keep forgetting even now, called Vocalion, who actually specialise in SACD and especially in reissuing albums that had a quadraphonic release. And this has been a revelation to me. And the reason why you've got this diverse set of albums here, Rick Derringer, who I've featured before with All American Boy, great album, Mott, the Hoople, and Deodato as well, great jazz fusion, is that these are all released at a time when quadraphonic 4-channel music was trying to get off the ground in the 70s with the idea of people having 4 speakers around them and using vinyl records for surround sound. It never took off. A bit like SAD never took off all those years later, but those recordings are unique. And I've started to buy them, and I'll flick through the sleeves in a minute so you can see what you're getting for your money. But they're all basically 2 on 1 CD. Well, this is Prelude by Deodato and Deodato 2 from 73, I think, and 75. Forgive me if I'm wrong on that. 72 and 73. And that they include the quadraphonic mix and also a high resolution stereo mix. And sometimes the stereo mixes are slightly different to the one that was released. And this is probably the first time that these high resolution mixes. So the CD layer, for those of you thinking, I don't have an SAD player, the CD layer is actually far superior to the normal CD version. So I've got Deodato. I also bought Bachman Turner Overdrive and Bachman Overdrive 2, both quad mixes. These are more subtle. This is more ambient in the rear speakers, but great, a new way of experience Bachman Turner Overdrive. Rick Derringer includes Spring Fever as well, and the quad mixes here are, it's brilliant, seriously. And these are $11.99. And there's a bit of postage on top, but if you buy several at the same time, the postage comes down. £11.99 for those. The only one that's more money, and that's because it's a 2-disc set, this was $19.99, but the others are say 12 quid, is the Mott the Hoople one. And I'm deliberately holding this one up last, because although All the Young Dudes and Mott is basically high resolution stereo, it's still the best remaster of the Mott the Hoople ones I've heard. But the Hoople is quad surround sound, and it's just a revelation. Seriously, it's like hearing this album for the first time in my life. I understand from reading about this, did a bit of research, that the band themselves, Ian Hunter and his crew, they weren't that kind of keen on the quad mix, but I think they were probably being a little bit too fussy, because tracks like Marionette is almost like a stage opera or play with the different characters in the way that the song is quite complex. But in quad, the voices just move from one speaker to the next or go round your head, and it just works so well. It's probably one of the best quad mixes I've ever heard. And this isn't like somebody having a go at doing a 5.1 mix of a classic album. These mixes already existed. So I think this label, Vocalion, are doing a tremendous job in bringing these quad mixes back into circulation. And they really are worth hearing. I've got another on order, actually. I've got Argentine Deep, which also comes with a couple of other albums, but it's Argentine Deep that's in quad. And I'm really looking forward to that. So let's have a quick look. I'll have a quick show you inside them. Won't take very long, but it was well worth getting. So as I just mentioned, a quick fly through these. This is the first 4 I bought from Vocalion. I can only pronounce that name. I'm not very good at these kind of things. But if you're into quad mixes, surround sound mixes of classic albums, this was done at the time, so it's not someone tweaking them now. Then this label are issuing these on SACD, which also are hybrid, so they play on normal CDs. There's an SA in every one of them. This is Immoral American Boy and Spring Fever. As I say, it sounds fantastic. This one is Mott the Hoople, which is a 2-disc set. They've got the centre of Mott there. And again, the booklet. So you've got 3 albums on this, 2-album set. SA, the Hoople is in quad, in surround, and the others aren't. Bachman turn Overdrive. Again, SA telling you a bit about how it came about, because a lot of these quad mixes actually came out a couple of years after the albums had been out. But to be able to collect these now, and this jazz fusion one, which includes Stanley Clarke and Billy Cobham, is a great album. So there's, you know, they're not massive booklets, but obviously you can see the print is not very big either, so they really try to cram in all the information that they know us collectors would want to know about. But it's a great label, it really is. So Vocalion SACD quad mixes from the past, now available in the present. This is a great little record label, and they really specialise in quad mixes and SACD. So those of you who really love this format, you can play them back on a Sony Blu-ray player. Has the availability to play back SACD, and if you do, you'll be absolutely blown away by the quality of these. But again, a good CD player will also be able to play the CD layer, which is in high resolution, so highly recommended. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you to my patrons and my supporters and subscribers. Please keep supporting me, I really appreciate it, and I'll see you on my next video.